Hey, how's it going, everybody? The Strive here, and today I got an exciting topic for you all. Before we start, just letting you guys know I appreciate all your support. It means the world to me. And also, if you happen to be new to the channel, welcome to the Strive. I do all my videos barely scripted and such. So if you're looking for a guy who just blabbers on, I'm that guy. I enjoy speaking my opinion on the sports world, so I do everything I can not to be filtered, but just because it's just more fun that way. But with all that said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let's go ahead, get right into the topic. Today we're talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is awesome. They've been doing great this season. Kind of a little bit surprised to me. Honestly, I kind of thought they were going to do a little bit better last year, and they didn't really improve from the year previous to last year. And it was kind of a downer to me, and which possibly one of the reasons just because their young core is still growing and stuff, and they still haven't yet to hit that peak, but they're growing every year. The Cavs are getting better every season, and it's just awesome to see that, the Cavs weren't able to do it before, when the first time LeBron left and they were failing, they drafted they drafted Kyrie. They also drafted Anthony Bennett, all that jazz, and just didn't work out. I'm glad for them that it's working out this time, and it's just awesome. They're at the 5th seed. Their record's 20-15. It's just awesome to see. This previous Sunday, December 26th, they beat the Raptors 144-99. We're talking about the Cavs. We're not talking about the best team in the East or the Western Conference, and it's just amazing to see them, be successful. And a lot of young guys, it's been really awesome just to see how they improve, like Darius Garland, and see Evan Mobley pan out. And I think this young core in this team is going to be around for a while, man. And Kevin Love's back. He's being super productive, being that veteran presence for them, which is awesome to see. A lot of us, especially me, not even going to lie, I thought they were going to maybe buy him out, or he was going to get traded or leave this team. And it's just cool to see him being productive and useful for this team. Jared Allen, a lot of media and stuff was very uptight on Jared Allen's new contract, where he got a 5-year extension for $100 million. And personally, with me, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, $20 million a season for a center that's, I think we can all agree, is a top 5 center in the league by now, possibly, or debatable. His rebounding, blocking, defense is amazing. Jared Allen's been stellar. Now, in the future, I don't know how him and Evan Mobley are going to pan out. I think that's really the main question for these two guys. But so far, it's just been awesome. No complaints on just roster. I think I don't really give the Cavs much love a lot of times. But, when I see a team like this being productive and stuff and actually putting in the work in their young core growing, I think it's well-deserved. They deserve everything that they've done so far in the season, and I hope they can keep it up. Now, they have lost a couple since then. And mainly, I just want to talk about how they now lost Ricky Rubio to a torn ACL. He's out for the rest of the season, which is kind of a main factor. Ricky Rubio was having probably one of the best, if not best, season he's ever had in his career. He was playing amazing. I think he had, don't quote me, but I think he had his best 3-point percentage year so far. I could be wrong, but he was lighting it up. He was clutching up a lot of times. Very productive for this team. Great pickup by them when they got him. I gotta be honest, when I saw them pick him up, I didn't think he was gonna make that big of a difference, and he's been really a main factor in why their season has been so successful. And also, Colin Sexton has been out for the rest of the season. He was taken out earlier in the season too with a torn meniscus. So I mean, this team isn't really at full potential anymore, and it's crazy to think how they're still the 5th seed. Now again, like I said, they've lost a couple of their last previous games, but seeing where they're at now and knowing what players they have on the roster, it's just amazing to see where this team could go. And personally, I've always liked Colin Sexton. I know a lot of people are not a fan about him, but I really like him, and I do think him and Garland could actually play off of each other. A lot of people also aren't a big fan on that, but I personally like to think that they can. That's just my own opinion, though. I mean, we'll find out, obviously, in the future whether or not they keep him or they trade him. But it just sucks to see these two guys go out, 2 big scores. Ricky Rubio being a big playmaker, it sucks. And And to combat that, they just traded for Rajon Rondo from the Lakers. They traded away Denzel Valentine for Rajon Rondo. And it's just really, can they keep this going? I know making that trade was probably a good move. Is Rajon Rondo going to be as good as Ricky Rubio? Probably not, especially from a shooting standpoint, but he is going to bring the playmaking and stuff. He's going to be a good backup point guard, when Darius Garland needs to get out of the game and stuff. I don't think he can play with Darius Garland, but, we'll see what they do with the rotations. I know JB Bickerstaff has been, honestly, kind of underrated coach. He's been doing great. I don't know if I could be wrong on that. You guys let me know in the comments below. I don't know if I have some Cav fans in here, so let me know what you guys think. But as far as I know, he seems like a pretty decent coach, kind of underrated in my opinion. So, we'll see what he does in rotation, but I'm assuming the reason they picked up Rajon Rondo is to be able to substitute out Ricky Rubio, because like I said, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. So, and really it's hard to say whether or not they'll be able to keep this going. I would like to say they can, but I'm kind of scared just seeing how they're losing these past couple games and with everything happening with this season with, the virus stuff, injuries, a lot going on in these leagues. It's kind of hard to predict at this point whether they'll keep that seed or go down from there. And I'm kind of on the fence thinking that this team is going to be like the Hornets from last season. The Hornets last season, they were around actually the same seeding. So the Hornets at peak performance, they were around like the 4th or 5th seed. I think they were the 4th seed. And then they started getting injuries. A lot of players got injured, and like LaMelo got injured, Terry Rozier got injured, Hayward, their whole team took a dip, and then they fully took a dip. They went all the way down to like the 9th or 10th seed. They took a massive hit, and once they started getting all that, they couldn't keep their head above water. They did their best too, and they wanted to make playoffs, and they were able to do so, but they couldn't keep the same production at the 4th seed that they were when they were at full potential. So if the Cavs if they would have stayed at full potential and had everybody, they probably could keep a 5th or maybe even possibly a 4th seed. But at this point, I'm kind of worried they're going to end up like Charlotte, and I don't know. I'm kind of scared. Obviously, we'll see going through this, but I just want to give my props to the Cavs, man. They've played amazing this season. If they don't make the playoffs, hey, man, we got another year. It's a young core. You guys are still growing and building. Evan Mobley's a stud. That's a generational talent right there, man. You can't go wrong with it. So, can't really be too mad, but you wouldn't. I don't blame you. I would love a playoff run, too, if I was a Cavs fan. So, I could understand if maybe, fans and stuff would be kind of disappointed. But, you don't want to peak too early with the team. So, just give it some time. You guys will get there sooner or later. But do I think they'll keep it going? I want them to. But in reality, I don't know. I don't think they'll keep it going at this point. When you have 2 big players out with injuries and you're losing a lot of shooting, and that's going to catch up to you. I feel like the Cavs aren't going to be able to keep the production up with what they're doing, and I could be wrong. I'm not trying to hate on the Cavs. I'm trying to give them as much credit as possible, and I just hope they keep it up, man. It's awesome to see how good they're playing, all their young players and everything. I've been rooting for a couple of these players for a while, like Darius Garland and Colin Sexton. It's great to see Evan Mobley doing what he's doing, and I'm glad that they're all succeeding and it all paid off. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I don't think they're going to keep it going, but I really hope that they do. So, but if you guys have your own opinions on what you think, go ahead and put in the comments below. I'd appreciate your guys' opinions on what you guys think. So, but I appreciate all your guys' time. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys are enjoying your new year so far. I know I am. So, but I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Enjoy your week. I'll see you guys later. Peace.